What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to another gun guide. This is the series where I go into great detail with all of the weapons as well as their variants in Infinite Warfare. In today's episode, we're going to be covering the OSA. Now, of course, the OSA is a classic weapon, and therefore it doesn't have any variants, so we're just going to be covering the base gun. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so kicking it off with the stats, we have the exact same damage profile as the K-bar. The ranges are a little bit different, and we'll look at that a little bit later, but the damage profile is identical at 30, 23, 19. This means the OSA has a 4-shot, 5-shot, and 6-shot kill range. The rate of fire is the fastest out of the full auto assault rifles at 857 rounds per minute. It is technically beat out by the R3K, but that's a burst gun, so they behave completely different. This means the time to kill is fastest out of all of the full auto assault rifles at 210 milliseconds within the 4-shot kill range, 280 milliseconds in the 5-shot kill range, and then finally 350 milliseconds in the 6-shot kill range. Our aim down sight time is standard for assault rifles at 250 milliseconds, sprint out time standard at 150 milliseconds, our reload add time, which is the amount of time it takes from when you hit reload to when the rounds appear in your gun and are ready to use, and it eliminates that extra animation at the end, is 1.39 seconds, which is quite fast for the assault rifles. It's not as good as the NV4, but it's noticeably better than the K-bar and the R3K. Movement speed, once again standard for assault rifles at 94%, and our magazine capacity is 36 rounds, which means our total starting ammo, including the magazine that we spawn with in our gun, is going to be 108 rounds. Getting into headshots, it's going to look exactly the same as the K-bar because we have the same damage profile, but our headshot multiplier is 1.1, which gives us a headshot damage profile of 33, 25, 20. This means within the 4-shot kill range, headshots will never reduce the number of shots it takes to kill without hollow point on. Within the 5-shot kill range, if you can land 4 headshots in a row, you'll get a kill. That's probably not going to happen. And the same sort of story happens in the 6-shot kill range. If you can land 5 headshots in a row within the 6-shot kill range, you will get a kill. But the chances of that happening is essentially slim to none, especially with the recoil of this gun. So essentially, headshots don't do anything for the OSA until you pop on hollow point. And with hollow point, we get a 1.35 multiplier, which takes our headshot damage profile up to a 40, 31, 25. This means that it only takes 1 headshot mixed in with your other shots to reduce your number of shots to kill by 1. So up close, 2 shots to the body, 1 shot to the head will be a kill. Mid-range, 3 shots to the body, 1 shot to the head will be a kill, and long range, 4 shots to the body, 1 shot to the head will be a kill. So hollow point is an excellent attachment to use on the OSA. Getting into our ranges for the OSA, we deal a 4-shot kill out to 25 meters, which is actually 3 meters longer than the K-bar, but our 5-shot kill range is identical to the K-bar at 33 meters. So you can see the OSA is very similar to the K-bar, it just has a slightly better 4-shot kill range. As for suppressor and rifle barrel, suppressor will reduce your range by 25%, rifle barrel will increase your range by 20%, and if you stack them, that will give you a net 10% decrease to your range. Moving on to Hipfire really quick, it has the exact same Hipfire values as the NV4 and the Type 2, which is standard for assault rifles, and it's only beat out by the K-bar in the assault rifle category. Next up we have Recoil, and this is where the OSA really falls down, especially after the nerf it got not too long ago. As you can see here, the recoil is insane on the OSA. This is without me trying to control it at all, just firing a full magazine. And you can see it's quite extreme. It's very vertical recoil, but there's also quite a bit of side-to-side recoil mixed in there, making it relatively unpredictable, but somewhat controllable. As for foregrip, I like to use a 10-round wall test when I'm doing this, because you're not really going to be firing 36 rounds in a gunfight. You're more likely going to be firing around 10 rounds, so that's the recoil pattern we want to look at. So on the left, in green, we have the OSA with no attachments on it, and as you can see, still some pretty crazy recoil. This isn't at a very long distance. And then with the grip equipped, you can see a noticeable decrease to your recoil. It's still got a fair amount of recoil, and you still will have to try and control it and predict it a little bit. But I would say grip is an excellent choice on the OSA. So we've pretty much covered all the stats for the OSA, but there's one big thing we gotta have a look at, and that is the underbarrel grenade launcher that comes with the OSA. I've seen a lot of people getting really upset seeing this grenade launcher back in the game, but once you actually look at the stats, I don't feel it's too bad, at least in core game modes. Now, I don't have any hard statistics on this, but I did a lot of hand testing to find out the ranges and everything for you guys, and as you can see here, the maximum hit radius for the grenade is quite large. It covers a pretty big area. It's easy to damage somebody with the grenade. It's approximately 7 to 8 meters based on my hand testing. This might look kind of crazy, and a lot of people might be a little bit outraged by this, but for core game modes, when we look at the actual kill radius on a full health enemy, it's approximately 1 meter. You have to practically hit the enemy's foot for this thing to kill them when they have full health. And keep in mind, this is without them having blast shield. If they have blast shield, you literally have to hit them directly with the grenade to kill them. So the grenade launcher on the OSA, I would say it's not much more than a gimmick. You still have to be quite accurate with it. Yes, it is going to equal a free kill sometimes, and it can be a little bit frustrating to die to, but at least realize, at least in core game modes, they have to practically hit you with it. And if you have blast shield equipped, they literally have to hit you with the grenade, which I would say is actually more difficult to do than to just shoot them with a normal gun. So there we have it. That's going to wrap it up for all the stats on the OSA. As for attachments that I would recommend, I almost always run foregrip on the OSA, usually a red dot sight as well, or an ELO with a blue dot reticle. I just really like those on this particular assault rifle. Sometimes I'll run suppressors, in public matches at least. Obviously I'm not a competitive player, but in public matches sometimes I'll pop a suppressor on there. And also quick draw, of course, is a must-have for me. Keep in mind, if you're going for headshots, hollow point is an excellent attachment as well. And hey, even if you're not going for headshots, it can sometimes help because that vertical recoil will often take you into a headshot. As for the big question, what's my overall verdict on the OSA? I would say in the right hands, this is one of the best guns in the game. But the key phrase is in the right hands. If you give this gun to a beginner player that isn't really good at aiming and controlling recoil and everything like that, they're going to have a very hard time with it. But if you give it to somebody that really knows what they're doing and is able to control that recoil by pulling down on the analog stick a little bit, they're going to absolutely dominate, at least close to mid-ranges with it. I would even go so far as to say that this is better than most of the SMGs in the game up close. It's just that good. So I'd like to know in the comment section below, what is your favorite setup to use on the OSA? Favorite attachments, favorite perks, what do you like to use on your OSA class? Also, I'd love to know in the comment section below which one of the guns you'd like me to cover next for the gun guides, and if you have missed any of the previous episodes, I will leave a link to that playlist down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.